Manalangin tayo. Sa ngalan ng Ama, ng Anak, ng Espiritu Santo. Amen. Mapagmahal na Ama, sa aming pagtitipon ngayon, ipaalala mo po sa amin na ang paglilingkod bayan ay hindi nasusukat sa kapangyarihan, kundi sa pananagutan, katapatan, at paglilingkod sa sambayanang Pilipino. Sa kapistahan ni San Bartolome Apostol, naririnig namin ang paanyaya ni Jesus. Halika at tignan mo. Bigyan mo kami ng kaliwanagan upang makita ang tunay na kalagayan ng aming bayan. Ang mga pamilyang nagsisikap sa gitna ng kahirapan, ang mga manggagawang nagsusumikap para sa marangal na buhay, at ang mga pamayanang muling bumabangon mula sa mga sakuna. Lalo naming ipinapanalangin ang mga bata at kabataang naaapektuhan ng karahasan. Yakapin mo sila sa gitna ng kanilang takot at pagdadalamahati. Hilumin ang kanilang mga sugat at gabayan mo kami upang higit naming maprotektahan ang kanilang buhay, kaligtasan at kinabukasan. Gabayan mo kaming mga senador at lingkod bayan upang buong tapang naming harapin ang kahirapan, hanapin ang katotohanan at itaguyod ang kabutihan ng lahat. Naway hindi kami tumalikod sa mga pangangailangan ng aming mga kababayan. Naway ang kapangyarihang ipinagkatiwala mo sa amin ay gamitin namin, hindi para sa pansariling interes, kundi para sa tapat na paglilingkod sa kapwa. Basbasan mo po ang lahat ng aming ginagawa upang maisulong namin ang dignidad, katarungan, proteksyon at kabutihang panlahat ng bawat Pilipino. Hinihiling namin ito sa pamamagitan ni Kristo na aming Panginoon. Amen. Sa ngalan ng Ama at ng Anak, ng Espiritu Santo. Amen.
The Pasay SDA Church Music Ministry will lead us in the singing of the Philippine National Anthem. The group will also render a song entitled Sa Mahal Kong Bayan.
By all means, Mr. President, and thank you for that to the gentle lady.
Thank you. Again, I repeat, Mr. President, I'm a co-sponsor of this measure. So our goal really is to strengthen the measure to further protect our children. It's a complicated bill, Mr. President, and that is the reason why this representation begs the indulgence of our sponsor, because it's 80 pages, and really our main purpose is to ensure that the provisions remain constitutional, that they remain enforceable, to make it easier for our law enforcers, Mr. President.
Well appreciated, Mr. President.
Thank you. So I will go back to the definition of grooming, but on another matter, because we did discuss grooming in the earlier interpellation, and we'll go back to the definition of grooming. No, we'd like to ask the sponsor if under the current law, law enforcers and advocates for children's rights have come across children or minors as perpetrators of grooming. In other words, ang offense na ito is committed by children. Hindi po biktima,
Yes.
committed by, yes.
Yes, Mr. President. Unfortunately, sa mundo ng SISAEC, sa mundo ng OSAEC, SISAEM, at nakita po natin, pati sa mundo ng nihilistic violent extremism at saka serious violence, nagkakataon din na may mga batang sila mismo ay nag-groom, so biktima rin, pero nanggo-groom din ng kapwa bata. And the bill seeks to address this situation as well, Mr. President. I'm sorry, Mr. President, gentle lady, could you just give me one second suspension? I just need to fix some technical matter on my iPad. I'll be right back po.
Session suspended.
Salamat po. Yes, gentle lady, in particular, mayroong pong mga kaso na ang mga minors nag-groom ng mga younger victims para mag-produce ng SISAEM, Mr. President.
Noted on that. The
And
reason
usually, a good gentle lady, usually siblings. So yun yung masakit. Magkakapatid pa po, Mr. President.
Okay, I'm trying to understand this issue, Mr. President, kasi again, let's emphasize that the grooming itself is a crime. It's not just a preparatory act to the crime of sexual assault or
Yes,
physical
Mr.
violence,
President.
di ba?
Opo, Mr.
And
President.
in layman's term, ang criminal act ng grooming kasi is ito yung proseso that a person will build an emotional connection, trust, and the relationship tends to be manipulative, secretive, with a minor or some vulnerable person, with the intention of coercing this person or enticing them and then in the case of our law, it now enumerates ano yung acts na yun. No? So parang pine-prepare mo siya by building that emotional connection para eventually mapapayag mo siya to have sexual activities with you, normalizing sexual conversations, etc. Tama
And,
po, no?
opo,
Her Honor
tama dyan.
agrees.
And creating CSAM, Mr. President.
Creating CSAM
Opo.
yung materyales. Okay.
Yes.
Yung sa akin lang po kasi, by the very nature of the minor, and we do know, sadly, we know that there are cases talaga of rape committed by minors, napakalungkot. Nangyayari din naman po, pero hindi naman laganap, siguro mas maraming adults who commit this crime. Pero yung
Yes, Mr.
grooming, parang, I'm not saying it doesn't exist, precisely why we wanted to put on record the fact that it exists, and we also did our research that says na worldwide, it can happen. Pero yung sabihin mong itong mga deliberate acts, creating that atmosphere of where emotional ties, a fake emotional tie is being made. I have a little bit of a problem defining that and establishing that as a crime. Kasi by nature, sabi mo nang nagligawan yung 15 years old and 13 years old or 16 years old and 13 years old, I would say the vast majority of the teenagers, liligawan nila for the same purpose, to create an emotional connection. And gentlemen, my dear colleagues, chime in here. It's an uncomfortable topic, but teenage libido, ano bang intention nung teenager na nanliligaw? Siguro meron siyang sexual attraction dun sa bata. So ang sa akin naman, I'm a little bit worried how we will prove that yung bata, we're talking about bata ha, intended to groom a fellow bata.
I'll be the first
Kinakabahan lang ako doon.
Yes, I understand, Mr. President, and I'll be the first to chime in on that. I think, Mr. President, the gentle lady has described, in a way, a parallel but very different situation na in-exempt natin, for example, from the coverage of the Girls Not Brides Law o yung batas natin outlawing child marriage. Kasi doon, I'm sorry, not that one, Mr.
I
President.
think you're thinking of
another law,
consensual
Mr. President.
rape. Consensual rape yata po ang
raising the
iniisip
age
nyo.
of consent. Yes,
Yes.
po. Expanding the protections for children and young people against statutory rape. Kung maalala po ninyo, Mr. President, gentle lady, may exemption po doon, which was called, even by child rights advocates, as
Romeo
the
and Juliet.
Romeo, yes po, Mr. President, Romeo and Juliet exemption. Dahil sabi po ng mga advocates, including child psychologists, based po on the ano nga po yung term nila, yung something about yung dagdag na kaalaman natin sa child and adolescent psychology, kapag ka yung pagiging older in age nung usually yung boy, no, in that kind of a romantic and even sexual relationship is less than 3 years old, hindi po siya iilalim dun sa prohibited act of statutory rape. And maybe there are some principles of that na pwede nating ihalin tulad dun sa tinatanong ng gentle lady, na definitely hindi po balak sakupin ng definition of term natin ng grooming, yung ganyang klasing consensual relationship or building of a relationship na mapapatunayang walang coercion, walang exploitation, walang yung matinding pagkakaiba sa balance of power between the two parties, which we do see sa mga cases of statutory rape, usually between girls and young women, minors, and much older men, Mr. President.
Yeah. Noted, Mr. President, that Her Honor referred to our law amending the revised penal code, and this law is the what's the title? Raising the age of sexual consent. And
Precisely
it
this
was
one,
carved
gentle
out
lady.
of this law na if there's a difference of if the person is 16, the younger person is 16, is under 16, and there's a less than a 3-year gap, hindi ho yun crime.
Yes, Mr.
Yes,
President.
but the reason that this does not apply in this case, Your Honor, is in this bill, it refers to 2 minors. That law that Her Honor cited refers to somebody who is not a minor, may edad na siya, tapos yung pinapatulan niya, bata sa kanya. Kasi nga yung kinocontemplate nun, parang Romeo and Juliet, nagkaligawan siguro baka 17 and 16, tapos naging 18 na siya. So 17 years old pa lang yung girlfriend niya, pero 1 year na silang mag-boyfriend and mag-girlfriend. Hindi naman intensyon ni 18-year-old boy na bastusin or to commit any acts of violence against his girlfriend naman talaga. That is the
Actually-
situation contemplated. In this case, it involves 2 minors. That is the
Yes.
case described in the bill, Mr. President. So that is
Yes.
what we would like clarification on from the sponsor. Kasi 2 minors lang involved dito. So that would mean 17 and then there's the 3-year gap. So that would mean 17 and 14. So pag 17 and 15, paano? Paano ang situation nun? Pag 16 and 14, paano po ang situation nun?
Actually, Mr. President and gentle lady, yung exemption dun sa age of consent law, expanding the protections against statutory rape, would also include 2 minors. Kaya nga po yan yung naka-reflect dito sa proposed sa substitute bill natin on enhancing anti-CSAIC o SAIM. If on page in letter O defining grooming, the last paragraph is here aligned with the Romeo and Juliet provision of the other law, and it reads, "This definition shall not include acts or communications between 2 minors where the age difference between them is not more than 3 years, provided that the act or communication in question is shown to be non-coercive, non-abusive, and non-exploitative." Further to that, Mr. President, gentle lady, pwede po nating i-amyenda para palitan ang mga salitang 2 minors sa 2 individuals para 2 tao po na halimbawa nasa edad na 17 at 20 ay pwede pong makover nung definition po ng grooming dito sa ating panukala, Mr. President.
Precisely, Your Honor. So in that case, it no longer involves a minor who is committing the crime. Kasi sabi nyo, 20 na siya. So hindi na ho siya minor. So
But-
that falls under the general rule. You don't need to carve out a provision on minors.
But we want to learn the lessons from the raising the age of consent law to still protect minors, whether in situations na pwedeng mapagkamala na grooming ang relationship between 2 minors, or in the case that I offered na pwedeng i-amyenda between a minor and someone who is no longer a minor, but close in age pa rin dun sa minor, Mr. President.
So is Her Honor going to propose an amendment, or is Her Honor proposing to keep the existing language? So I know I know what my next step is, Your Honor.
Yes, I would stand with the current definition in the substitute bill, but I would be open to a proposed amendment from the gentle lady, Mr. President. Or if she prefers, we could also be the one to propose the amendment, Mr. President. Either way po, just to accommodate the concern of the gentle lady.
Kasi dagdagan ko na lang din, Mr. President, para maintindihan ko yung intentions ng ating sponsor. Sabi dito, this definition of grooming shall not include acts or communications between two minors. So very specific dito yung two minors.
Yes.
So yung sinabi nyo kanina, that's why I'm a bit confused. If you're now changing your proposal, if you will amend to include now an adult and a minor, kasi in that case, there's no need to amend because that is the existing law.
Well,
Pero kung ang intention is two minors, okay lang. I'll react to whatever Her Honor is proposing. So you want to include the two minors?
yes, I would like to test, Mr. President, with the gentle lady, the possibility of retaining this definition of
Okay.
grooming as, but with the exemption in the case of two minors close in age,
So,
Mr. President.
so sabi dito, the definition shall not include the acts between two minors when the age difference between them is not more than 3 years. So in other words, kung ang age gap nila ay 2 years,
Yes, or at most 3 years, Mr. President.
more. Sige, 3 years. So 3 years yung gap nila. Pareho silang minor. So 17 is the eldest kasi pag 18 niya, hindi na nga siya minor, di ba? So 17 and
14.
14.
Tama.
So this definition shall not include them when the age difference between them is not more than 3.
Yes.
Di ba dapat included, pag more than 3 years, yun nga yung mas nagdi-define ng crime? Kasi nga parang ang laki ng gap, nagte-take advantage yung matanda.
And then that would be, in that,
That would be
case,
grooming.
mako-cover po ng grooming. Opo.
Yun yung mako-covered ng grooming
Yes,
na
Mr.
more
President.
than 3 years.
Yes, Mr. President.
So yun nga, so 17 and 14, 17 and 13.
17 and 13, Mr. President, at kapag napatunayan yung reverse nitong second half of this last paragraph na coercive, abusive, exploitative ang quote-unquote relationship sa pagitan nila, Mr. President.
So when the age gap is not more than 3 years, so let's say it's 2 years. So 17 and 15. Is it grooming?
It would not be grooming, Mr. President, because of that close in age gap and given, excuse me, the last part of that paragraph, provided that the act or communication in question is shown to be non-coercive, non-abusive, and non-exploitative, Mr. President.
So if there is a 2-year gap, but let's say masasabing, kasi yun ang marami tayong cases, no, na
Yes, Mr. President.
medyo, and sadly pa nga, I hear a lot of these cases in, well, maybe because it's more reported, no, in the US, no. I mean, I'm sure
Opo.
it exists all over the world, but we
Yes.
hear a lot of the incidents yung sa US na bata pa lang nang-a-abuse na kadalasan yung lalaki, na-abuse yung babae. So high school pa lang na-abuse na. Pero how do we know that that is grooming, Your Honor? Kasi it may be an abusive relationship and that is punishable by other laws. It may not necessarily be grooming. And why am I very concerned? Because grooming, if I'm not mistaken, dito po sa bill nyo, tinaasan din ng penalty. I think it's reclusion temporal or perpetua. It's life imprisonment. So medyo, it's so serious. I know, Her Honor, we're both mothers, but wow, this is serious.
Yes, Mr. President. Kahit pa less than 3 years yung age gap nila, kung mapatunayang coercive, abusive, exploitative yung relationship, and concretely expressed dito sa mga acts or communications listed above, namely perpetrating or facilitating any sexual activity, eto nga, producing, creating, disseminating, or transmitting any form of CSAM, normalizing, ito, papalitan ng sexualized conversations, conduct, or content involving or directed at the child, or arranging, attempting to arrange, or facilitating in-person or real-time contact, meetings, or encounters with the child where, having regard to the acts or communications and the circumstances in which they occur, there is reasonable cause to believe that such contact is intended for any of the foregoing purposes. Kapag po itong mga elementong ito, Mr. President, are proven to be present kahit pa close in age yung dalawang minors, dahil proven na coercive nga, abusive nga, exploitative, sasaklawin pa rin po ng definition ng grooming, Mr. President.